My name is John Woffington, and I'd like to take a few minutes to tell you about my 50 years of involvement with Pittsburgh Public Theater, how it all started and why. I graduated from Westminster College in 1966 with a degree in English and a concentration in drama. I found a job at North Allegheny High School teaching English and directing the play. I realized early on that my students had very little background with live theater, so I started looking for suitable and worthwhile field trips, theatrical experiences to fill this gap. There wasn't much available. An occasional touring company at the old Nixon Theater, which is of course gone now, a trip to a local college or university, Pitt, CMU, for one of their productions. If I got really desperate, I might even do a premiere of a Hollywood musical. But I quit doing that after suffering through the 1972 version of Man of La Mancha. I had seen Man of La Mancha on Broadway, so I knew what to expect. This version starred Peter O'Toole and Sophia Loren, two excellent performers, but the adaptation was just terrible. Fortunately, it was shortly thereafter that the Public Theater came into existence. The original theater was located on the north side, so it was convenient. And the first production was Tennessee Williams' The Glass Menagerie, which was a required reading in both my drama and acting classes, so that worked into the schedule well. My students were enthralled. The script that they found on the printed page to be rather dull came alive in a live performance. It was a good start. The second show was my personal favorite, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, with a young Tom Atkins as R.P. McMurphy. You notice I emphasized young because actually Tom Atkins went on to play numerous other roles with the public. Particularly the older Tom Atkins played Art Rooney in The Chief, just for Steeler fans. I enjoyed Cuckoo's Nest so much that I ended up directing a production of it at North Allegheny, and it remains one of my favorite shows there. The last show, they only did 3 in their inaugural season, was Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, with Leonard Nimoy of Star Trek fame hamming it up unmercifully as Malvolio. He gave new meaning to the expression chewing the scenery. But my students were entertained. They found that Shakespeare could not only come alive, but he could also be fun. We were sold. So for the next 30 years, I hauled students to public theater matinees, and it even became a family affair. When my younger son was in 9th grade, he tried out and won a part in the public's production of George Washington Slept Here, an old Kaufman and Hart comedy classic. He played the juvenile delinquent part, and I figured it was just typecasting. My wife was a volunteer usher for all this because she had to make sure that my son got to the public day after day for over 6 weeks. And after the production was over with, she continued to volunteer as an usher. So when I retired from the classroom, I joined her as well, and we could see the shows together. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the help of Rob Zellers, who became the public's director of education and did a nice job of scheduling classroom visitations, bringing a couple performers to my classroom and talking with the students about careers in the theater and, of course, the current production itself. The whole staff has been obviously undergone numerous changes over the years, but they've always been very supportive of our efforts. If you haven't seen a production at the Public, I recommend it very highly. For my money, Pittsburgh Public Theater is the most professional theater you will see this side of Broadway. So if it's been a while since you've been there, come join us. You won't be disappointed. Thank you.